Hey everyone. It's been a while since I've done a normal sort of, I don't know, just like a regular video or anything. This isn't really going to be gameplay or anything. In fact, if you see, I'm just sort of farming for vigor over here because this is it's technically a vigor farming method and whatnot. Not with them. In just a second, the Red Death, or I'm sorry, the Scarlet Shadow as it's called, will show up. But yeah, Lords of the Fallen. It's a game after they announced it I was pretty excited for. I've said it a few times in other chats that the one from 2014 was pretty much just. It was the last game that someone who I was close to ended up getting me before they had passed. So I was fairly excited for this game. And I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I have beaten the game. I don't think I've gotten everything done yet. In fact, I don't think I'm doing this farm correctly for this character because I think the Scarlet Shadow is just casually just waiting for me to come across or something, but that's fine. There's a couple things I have that's an issue. For one, the Umbral Realm here, it felt a bit more necessary at times than I thought. I figured it was just going to be something like, oh, you uncover secrets and stuff while doing this. You know, you look around and you're searching around in the Umbral Realm. Oh, you're doing all this cool stuff. But to be honest, it felt more like I was needing to use it more times than not, than actually than just walking around in the normal world. This is all unscripted, by the way. I'm just going off of by what's coming to mind. I think the area designs are beautiful. The art style, the weapons, the armor, the artist did a great job. Speaking of, but the bad is some of the bosses. I think some of the bosses are fairly easy by comparison to others. Like the very final boss in the game. Uh, this is going to be spoilers, by the way. I'm going to put it in the title. Adir, the very final boss. That was a very bad boss fight, and not bad as in difficult. It was bad as in it was bland. You were killing his minions in order to kill him. That was very bland. For the area before it, Bramus Castle, Bramus, whatever. I think that was poorly done. I think there were too many enemies. I think they spawned too many at once. I think enemies had too much aggro range when it came down to that, and it felt a bit unfair when I felt like I should have ran through everything more than what I was doing. In fact, I'm going to go to my other character real quick. This character right here, which was just my main character. Beautiful mask, by the way, I must say. He is on New Game Plus now, and that's the reason why I can't get much footage of the areas, but New Game Plus essentially takes away every single vestige. Now, of course, they're working on this, and they're going to make it sort of ease into it, I believe, where vestiges slowly go away until like New Game Plus 3. But I just don't agree with that change. It's like if in Elden Ring, by the time you hit your next new game or the one after that, every site of grace is gone, and you practically have to travel the whole map and do run bags. And you have to put down ones that you end up saving up. And I know they made Mulhugh, I think his name was, end up pretty much. I think he sells them for like 12,000 or 1,200 now instead of 24 or 2,500 vigor. But having to go back to Mulhugh just to buy those over and over again is kind of a hassle in and of itself. And I also think that the game scales up New Game too much. Now, the elephant in the room is PvP and the performance. The game's performance will tank a lot of the times in the middle of me playing. Like, I'm on PS5. And I will just randomly, like, in the middle of fights, when I'm fighting, if I try to parry, the game will lag. And me blocking or everything just won't go through. And I don't know why. Um, for the gameplay itself, it will lag in some areas, especially in Umbral when I'm running around. How long have I been doing this already? 6 minutes? Okay, it's not too long. It'll lag, and I'm trying to be concise and get to my point without talking too much. It will lag when moving around sometimes, like running, and it just gets a bit much. It gets crazy. Multiplayer. Oh, that's one thing too. If you noticed, my character, Abyssal Plague. This is going to be Abyssal Plague, pretty much. The skin he's wearing for that is also given to your other character. I did not know this, but I'm gonna go here, and it's the Bone Lord one from the. I think it was the. Oh god, I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, he's wearing it too. That's right. The one from. Oh god, the Putrid Mother, I think it was. Putrid Mother. Yeah, Putrid Mother. It was from the Putrid Mother. I love the look of this. Silver-ish armor with a black cape. It just looks good. We're going to go back to the menu. So, I think the game does a few things good here, but a lot of it is bad, and I'm hoping that they can fix it. Moving around, just moving in the game through Umbral can cause lag. The multiplayer is buggy as all hell because I got invaded and it was just extremely laggy. I had an ally pop in with me. He was extremely laggy. It was incredibly strange. Also, I think I'm missing a radiant enemy. I'm missing an Umbral enemy. I'm missing 2 bosses? Shit, at the NPCs I'm missing. My goodness. Wait a minute. Stonman, why are you here now? Oh, wait, probably because I summoned it. Whatever. I do hope they fix the errors and whatnot when it comes to performance, multiplayer, and invasions, because I'd actually like to invade. Another problem, like I said, was the bosses. A lot of them, they just they look cool, but most of these guys I did in one try. They weren't hard. They weren't hard at all. And that's kind of unfortunate. I think this is the one they said that was supposed to look like Melania, I think. But yeah, most of these guys, while they look amazing, I think actually Judge Cleric was the one that took multiple tries. Pieta took a couple tries. Tancred took me 2. But I beat Reinhold the minute he came out. Yeah, he died first try. Most of these bosses were very easy, surprisingly. The only one that actually was the most difficult one I had to keep doing was Light Reaper. He is the one that they very clearly spent the most time on. And, well... Oh. Where's he at? He's here somewhere. There he is. He's a little familiar. Don't get me wrong, pretty much most of these enemies they have used once at least for a boss. Besides that, God, just look at the design of this. It is pretty much, they've kept the consistency with the way the Rogar looks from the first game, so this is a plus right here. Just the armor, the weapons, and the enemies. They look phenomenal. And I think the Seer and the Ruiner are definitely my most favorite. I wish you could sort of make yourself look more like a Rogar, because that face is intimidating, and going online with the face that only a mother could love would be fantastic. Also, there's this ugly dude right here. Just going... But again, they also sort of reused some assets here and there for enemies. Not that that's a complaint. The enemies, design-wise, are still fantastic. I think the voice acting was actually pretty good, especially on characters like Gerlind. Molhue is my man, and I'm gonna pretty much. I'm not gonna take out much more time because I don't want this video to be too long. I think, as far as it goes, in its current state, until they can get more updates and fix the game a bit more, I think this game is. I think it's better than the first one, but I think it still sits at like a 6.5, maybe a 7. It sits at a 7 because the solo gameplay itself was enough for me. Even though I still think the enemies were a bit abundant and just followed you too much, and by in-game did way more damage than they really needed to. But besides that, I think it's a solid game. I would give it a little while if you plan on getting it right now. And yeah, I wish I could. I wish it would have picked up on my voice the first time I tried to do a playthrough of this, but it'll be alright. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all watched through, and I hope I wasn't too boring because I was trying to, I was just, hell, I've never really done a review on a game before, so. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and you all have a good one.